Hey everybody, hope you've all been doing well and enjoying the gamer holy day that has been the release of Elden Ring. So, as the title states, I wanted to give just my spoiler-free first impressions of Fromsoft's newest installment in the Soulsborne Ekiro Ring series. So strap in for this brief first take on the game. At the time of recording this video, I'm approximately 7 hours into the game and just defeated the first true boss, who we'll talk about without spoilers in just a minute. And to absolutely nobody's surprise, the game is a masterpiece. The combat feels fresh, and the addition of the jump mechanic has added another layer of depth to the combat, along with the ability to interchange weapon arts. It just really deepens the player's ability to customize and feel like they really are playing as like a unique warrior that no one else has put together. The little caves and areas you might stumble upon always feel rewarding, be it by providing the player with some really good loot or just, a really fun mini-boss. The art and graphics in this game are absolutely beautiful, and the enemy aesthetic, in my opinion, rivals Bloodborne as the best FromSoft has ever made. But now, let's actually talk about the game itself. It's fucking hard, and I hate the whole impossibly difficult, brace yourself, wow, they should have made an easy mode mantra that surrounds FromSoft and, by extension, all Souls-like games. But I do want to say that, as of right now, this does feel like the most intensive game they have made up to date. The game never feels like it's cheating or unfair, and enemies in the open world are, for the most part, quite manageable. But oh my god, we need to talk about this first boss. So FromSoft just decided to cut out all of the baby intro bosses like Vort, Cleric Beast, Taurus Demon, and instead just skip straight to Nameless King as your welcome to Elden Ring moment. The first boss will stomp your shit in, absolutely, but this is where the open world of the game really lends itself to the player and allows you to take creative approaches to areas that you might be stuck at. So unlike in previous Soulsborne games where the only real option to overcoming a difficult boss would be to level grind in the previous area or farm a specific enemy for an important drop or, just get good, Elden Ring gives you this incredible wealth of land to explore that accomplishes the same thing as farming item drops in Souls, but does so in a much more fresh and palatable way, as it's not so much backtracking as it is instead just taking a really kick-ass side path. But be careful while you're on those side paths, because this game definitely has its fair share of thank you Dark Souls moments. Finally, I do have some minor criticisms about this game. As beautiful as the graphics are, I feel that the game may be difficult to run for some people's computers, and I fear that for some people, those FPS drops, which are pretty devastating in a game that's all about timing and rhythm and fast-paced combat, might negatively impact their enjoyment a little bit, but not terrible. Beyond that, because they added so many actions that your character can take, from crouching, jumping, horse riding, etc., it really leads to some of the bindings, especially on controller, to be a little janky. The one that comes to head right away is the buttons you have to press to go from single hand to dual hand for a weapon, having to hold down the Y button and then both bumpers at the same time. It makes you so you mechanically have to think about what you're doing, which can break the flow of combat at times. That's the main offender with that. And lastly, I'm sure it'll be fleshed out as I progress throughout the game, but as of right now, the crafting seems like a kind of empty mechanic with no real purpose too much, other than just to make the game feel more like an open world RPG, but that fully might just be me being dumb. In conclusion, the game is fantastic. If you were able to buy it and start playing right away, do yourself a favor and stray off the main path and see what Elden Ring has to offer. And if you haven't been able to buy it yet, I couldn't recommend it more. It is absolutely incredible, and I'm sure by the time I'm finished, it might rival one of my favorite games of all time. Once I feel like I have a full understanding of the game and I've beat the main story and put a good amount of hours into side missions, exploration, all of that, I will post a full review with spoilers and will feature my own gameplay, which I've been recording. And of course, after that, I will do the Elden Ring boss tier list, which will be fun to do. Already, the game's off to a very strong start with the intro boss. It was incredible. But that's it. So thank you all for watching. I apologize that it's been, wow, it's been a full year since my last upload. Life went and, got all crazy, but hey, unless World War III starts and my bum ass gets drafted, I promise to coming back with some regular uploads. Until then, let's try to hit 1K subs, yeah? Alright, let's have a good one. Ciao, guys.